This is filming before work again. But this time it's not as soon, so I really have to hurry up with this video. But that's probably because it's a little relevant to my life. That's why I want to make this video. Okay. I think... What? I'm gonna have to film this again. What I mean? And like, that's cool or whatever, but I just don't... Okay guys, as you saw, I was trying to film this morning, but it didn't work out because my brother had like plumber people or whatever here doing shit, and they were like talking, and I wanted to be heard in the video, and if they had to ask me questions, I want them walking or whatever. But I'll be honest, as you guys see from the title, fuckboy honesty. Okay, so before you guys think you know what this is about, it's not. Why I say this is because I have like a little story. So if you guys didn't know, I'm hella single. No plans, any night, single. Just my phone's dropped. I don't have friends. A few days ago I finally decided to go on a date with this girl, right? The date was awesome. The date, she asked me what my intentions were, and I was like, you know, I'm kind of wanting to like be serious with someone. She told me, oh, I'm just looking for sex. I know what y'all thinking. I know what y'all thinking. Or maybe I don't. Honestly, I don't know what you're thinking. But when I first heard that, I was kind of put off. Like I had a low-key attitude. Because I felt like, I didn't say this, because I felt like you wasted my time. And then like on the drive home, I was sitting and thinking about it, and I was like, okay, Marina, we went to the movies, we saw Moana, you wanted to see that, right? We ate food, you fucking love eating. It was fun and it was good conversation. So did she really waste your time? No, and she was totally honest from the beginning that she didn't want anything more than sex. And we went our separate ways. A lot of people label that as a fuckboy mentality, when I think we need to be more like that. We need to be more honest. We need to talk and say what we're feeling, because in our generation right now, I noticed that no one really ever gets past the dating phase. And by dating, I mean talking, get to knowing someone, going on dates and all that stuff, but no one ever gets the real official title. And I feel like that is because we are wasting our time with people who aren't honest, like she was. That maybe they just want sex, or maybe they aren't really ready for a relationship and they just want all the things that go with it. So they just want to feel comfort, you know, like they just want that attention. They just want to have that special person as a connection, but don't really want to be in a relationship, because this concept, this idea, actually, my friend brought up to me. Thanks, Nay. This is a shout out to you. But I don't know if you remember talking about it, but like with the title of a girlfriend or a boyfriend, with that comes expectations. And within those expectations, when you expect something, the nice little thing someone does for you doesn't feel as good. Does that make sense? Okay, for instance, you're talking to someone, right, that you're romantically involved with. They're texting you every day, and you're like, oh, this is so cute. They like texting me. This is so dope. And the minute that person becomes your significant other, like official, they don't text you one day and you're like, what the fuck? Why aren't they texting me? Well, I feel like in all honesty, someone you're dating, and I have to get used to this myself. Like I feel this way, but I don't do practice. And I need to start practicing what I preach, because I feel like if you're romantically interested in someone, you shouldn't have to text them every day. Like talk to them every day. And that's because what can happen day to day that's in your life, unless you really solely want to talk, and that's another subject I'm gonna get onto. You want to talk to them, then you shouldn't feel the need to text them. That's how things are made into a chore. when you feel like you have to do it. And that's when relationships end, and that's when people get attitudes, and that's when people are expecting so much from this person because you've gotten into such a habit of being around this person when honestly you could have just said, listen, I don't want to talk to you today. I like you a lot, but I just don't want to be around you today. And I feel like maybe we are, as millennials or whatever my generation is, are a little too sensitive when people say that. Like, well, why don't you want to spend time with me? I thought you really liked me. Yes, but like, we have to expend our time in other places. And don't get me wrong, I'm guilty of this too. Like someone saying they don't want to be around me, and do a lot of growing up to realize that no, this person very much still is interested in me. They just don't want to hang out today. Like, because you can overdose on someone. You can be around people too much. And that's okay. That's why I feel like some marriages fail because, and relationships fail because all you know is each other. You don't have people outside of that thing. And that's like low-key why I feel like my last talking thing failed, because I had no friends and that person was that only person that would talk to me, and I just like over fucking did it. I didn't give the space that I had before when I had friends when we first started talking. Like, you know what I'm saying, homie? You get what I'm saying? So I was honest with each other from like everything. Like, hey, yo, I'm not really feeling you that way. I just wanted to fuck. But you say that from the moment you feel that way. If you say what you mean and you mean what you say and you say how you feel, the moment you feel that way, I feel like emotions won't get involved and things won't be mixed and everything like that. And like, that's what I had to learn, because like, I never am honest when it comes to romantic feelings. I feel like we're not really ready to settle down, and I there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying like, you know, those girls like, am I the only girl in the world who wants to settle down? No, people want to explore their options. I went through my, I don't want to say phase, but I did that, exploring my options. Fuck it, sleeping around, you know, I did that a few years ago, and I'm over it. And that's just me. So I need to find someone who's over it too. Like, I feel like that is really healthy in everybody's life to have a phase like that where you explore your sexuality. Because if I didn't do that, I would never have realized that I like females. How you learn yourself when you do things. Because before that, see, I was always the one like, I will never, ever have sex just for pleasure. And then I went through a phase for like 2 years where that's all I did. And I was a fuckboy. Like, I've broken some hearts. And I'm gonna be honest, since we're talking about honesty, I'm gonna be honest. I've broken some hearts. I've done fucked up shit. When she told me she just wanted sex and I got mad, I realized that maybe I'm not ready for a relationship and maybe I shouldn't be dating. Because I am still searching for something in someone else, and I should not be searching for someone in something else that completes me, but know me fully, and just be searching someone to supplement me, not to complement me. I don't believe in my current state anyone I date is going to be supplementing me, because I'm missing some things in me, and that's not only me being honest in general, but me being true to myself. Like, I have to be true to myself. I have to point out the mistakes and fucked up shit I do before I can ever dream of being in a healthy relationship. I feel like we all need to humble ourselves, take a few steps back, look at ourselves, really look at ourselves and look at the issues we have, because everybody has problems. No one is perfect. And then address those before we go pointing fingers. Like, I feel like a lot of people would have heard that from that girl, like, oh, she just wants sex, like she's a fuckboy, like, oh, she's a thought, blah, blah, blah. But no, she knows what she wants. She knows what gives her pleasure. She knows what makes her happy. She knows herself. And she has enough confidence in herself to be honest and tell someone else, regardless of what they are thinking of that. Because I remember when I was doing that and I would say, I just want sex, and I would feel like a twinge, like, oh, this person probably thinks I'm a slut, and I shouldn't want that, because either you comply to what I want or get the fuck out. Like, I shouldn't feel guilty for wanting that, and like that's the thing, like I shouldn't feel guilty for wanting a relationship. I shouldn't feel guilty for not wanting to date or talk or have sex with anyone right now. I shouldn't feel guilty because that is what I want. And I feel like once we explore our truth and accept our truth and become honest with ourselves and other people, we will be much happier. I'm gonna be honest and true to myself. I'm gonna be me, and that's you know, that's okay. So I know this Talk Back Thursday was a little calm, not as funny as the other one, so I'm probably not gonna get as many views. But yeah, so it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. So let me go get ready for this party. Thank God my face is already beat. I could just get dressed because it's fucking cold in Texas, and I got sweaters and leggings and stuff on. But thanks guys. Tune into the next video.